Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Nelson for Catholic NEWSBREAK. Here's what's going on this week in the news. We begin from the Vatican. In a message addressed to participants in the Congress of Asian Catholic Laity meeting, August 31st through September 5th, in Seoul, South Korea, Pope Benedict XVI said that lay members of Asia's small Catholic minority can be effective witnesses of the Christian faith by being models of married love, defending human life, helping the poor, and showing their willingness to forgive those who hurt them. The Pope said Asia, home to two-thirds of the world's people, the cradle of great religions and spiritual traditions, and the birthplace of diverse cultures, is currently undergoing unprecedented processes of economic growth and social transformation. He said Catholics need to be a part of that social transformation, bringing gospel values to bear on economic, social, and political life, and sharing their faith in Jesus with their neighbors. Sponsored by the Pontifical Council for the Laity, the Congress included representatives of the Federation of Asian Bishops' Conferences and lay movements active throughout Asia. In other news now from the Vatican, as Israeli and Palestinian leaders were meeting in Washington with the president, Pope Benedict XVI hosted Israeli President Shimon Peres at Castel Gandolfo. The Vatican said the meeting between the two leaders lasted about 40 minutes. In a statement, the Vatican said that the two leaders expressed hopes that the renewal of direct talks in Washington would contribute to the reaching of an agreement that is respectful of the legitimate aspirations of the two peoples and capable of bringing lasting peace to the Holy Land and the entire region. The two leaders also discussed a number of other issues, which included the role of interreligious dialogue and an overview of the international situation, also an examination of the relations between the State of Israel and the Holy See, and those of the state authorities with the local Catholic communities. The statement said that emphasis was placed on the very special significance of the presence of these communities in the Holy Land and the contribution that they offer for the common good of society, also through Catholic schools. In news now from around the country, the head of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of India, Indonesian religious leaders, including two Catholic bishops, and the Bishop of St. Augustine, Florida, are among a growing group of faith leaders who have condemned the planned action by the Dove World Outreach Center in Gainesville, Florida, to burn copies of the Quran. The announcement of the planned burning by the 50-member church on the anniversary of the September 11th attacks has captured worldwide attention. The center's leaders said they intend to go ahead with the Quran burning despite being denied a burn permit by the city of Gainesville. The comments from religious leaders came amid a debate about the construction of Islamic centers and mosques throughout the United States. The Asian Church news agency UCA News reported that Cardinal Oswald Gracias of Mumbai, president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of India, said in a statement that the plan by the Florida congregation is a totally insensitive and disrespectful act toward the Holy Quran. The Cardinal said that this was all the more shocking because such a campaign goes totally contrary to the teachings of Jesus Christ. And finally in the news, in the September 1st teleconference organized by the group Faith in Public Life, Jewish, evangelical, and Catholic speakers, some with backgrounds in national security and interfaith relations, called the controversy over plans to build an Islamic community center and mosque a few blocks from Ground Zero in New York contrived and likely to help those who would recruit potential terrorists. Andrew Basevich, a retired Army officer and professor of international relations at Boston University, told those in the teleconference that the individuals and organizations who are contriving this controversy seem to will that a war with Islam will come into existence. Meanwhile, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal the same day, New York Archbishop Timothy Dolan said he was working with Jewish and Muslim religious leaders to identify clerics and lay people to invite to interreligious discussions to work out conflicts as they occur. The Archbishop said, "Our coming together is not to say we can settle the mosque site issue, but the wider issue of Jewish-Islamic tensions." Earlier in August, Archbishop Dolan offered to mediate the dispute over the location of the planned Islamic center. Well, that is all the information we have for you this time. Please stay with Catholic TV for more Catholic news. Until then, I'm Kevin Nelson, and I'll see you next time on Catholic NEWSBREAK.